All right, boys. So this is a beer drinking episode. Unfortunately, it turned into it. It wasn't originally going to be, but here we go. I'll give you guys the big enchilada. So I know I had made a couple of videos and I just deleted them because they weren't monetized or nothing like that. I didn't want to monetize them, and they were just me talking randomly and all that stuff. Just had some ideas. I know there's some guys in the comments saying that I was trying to buy points and all that stuff, but that's not the case, guys. I buy bows because I like bows, and I try different bows because I like them. Now, I love the Inline 5. I love my Inline 5. And, I sold one to one of our YouTube subscribers here. So far, he loves the bow. And I decided I am going to keep my other Inline 5. I just want to be able to, at least keep one. So, I was able to pick up this 29-inch black. It's the Black Series. I guess that's what the Black Series. So far, which to Jeremy's shooting style, I bought this bow from Jeremy. It come with his strings. Everything was good. I think he's had it for 2 years. Only thing I done was I just tweaked the time a little bit, got it in time. But I kept getting this crazy tear. Crazy tear. Well, on my last one that I bought, the green prime, it was not inline, but it was the Nexus 5. I had the same tear with it. And I'd actually spoken to a guy. He runs a PSC page. I think his name's Jonathan Elliott. And I spoke to him a while back, and he said that these bows were prone to having like some limb issues and stuff. And believe it or not, that wound up fixing it. So I've spent the last 4 hours trying to tune a tear out of this thing about that big. And I switched the limbs on it and put it all back where it's supposed to be, and she bullet holed. So I was wanting to go outside today and do like a cool shooting video. But that's not going to happen because it's really hot outside. So let's run down the bow, and then let's talk about the future with the other bow and all that stuff, and then we'll do some shooting. I got the doggy out here. She's laid out on the concrete just cooling. And I'm enjoying an ultralight. Since I'm fat, I need to shrink this gut down. So this is a Prime Black 9. 29-inch axle to axle. It's Clemson colors, even though I'm a Georgia fan, but it's okay. I got it for a really good deal. Good enough deal. I didn't have to sell the other bow to get one. Guys, whenever I made that video, it wasn't that I was trying to buy another bow. I wasn't trying to necessarily shoot better and all that stuff. I just wanted a taller axle to axle bow. I shoot better with a longer axle to axle. Like my TRX was a 38, I think. TRX 38. Let me try to think back some long bows that I've had. That was the Elite, but that Elite, for some reason, it had some issues that I couldn't get tuned out. But this one's good now. So I'm gonna launch one through the paper, verify the bullet hole. Hopefully I've got my peep. I just measured my peep off of my other bow. I normally run it at 6 1/4 from the knocking point, center of the knocking point up. It seems to be perfect. Let's try it. Oh. It's still tore just slightly, but I believe I can get that out. It's not as severe as it was. Still working on the tuning of it. This is definitely not the final rendition of this setup. I've got a feeling I'll probably have to get some shims for it. Because, it is tearing a little bit, but that's enough to bother me. Most would call it good, but I'm not like that. And I don't know why I'm having so much trouble, why I have had so much trouble with these particular models, I call them the quad cams, but I've had a lot of trouble with tuning these things, and it's almost like I can't get the rest, I got to push the rest this way, to get the tune out, and it's almost like I mean I maxed the rest out to get it out. The last one that I had, I wound up having to shim it, and it was perfect. Now, when Jeremy had it set up, it bullet holed. I seen it. I mean, he bullet holed it, but he was at like 28-inch draw and 29.5. It shouldn't make that much difference. I'm not gripping the bow. I'm free floating it. So, I'm not exactly 100% sure why I have so much trouble tuning these particular bows. And I love the way that they feel. I mean, this thing is the smoothest shooting bow, honestly, that I've owned. I mean, it's not aggressive. It doesn't jump out of your hand. It just shoots. And I mean, it's so dead in the hand. Okay, that's a perfect bullet hole. So I've got a feeling that tear right there was probably me on the release. I'm gonna shoot one more because before I jumped on camera here, I was perfectly executing bullet holes. So I am shooting the B3 Ghost, and I've noticed on these longer axle bows, if you're not perfectly executing your shot, you'll get a tear or a bad, like if you jerk it or whatever. Which I am slightly frustrated just because of everything that's going on today. That I probably just then made a bad shot on that one. I mean, I say that it's tearing, but I mean it's tearing like 1/8 of an inch. I want that damn bullet hole. And I mean I'm bare shafting. I'm gonna shoot one with fletching. Now that was my fault. I wasn't even at anchor. I'm over here talking and not paying attention. It's still bullet hole, but it wasn't a good one. I gotta find clean paper that's not shot up. Okay, back to the drawing board. Might have to edit that one out because I know I'll catch flack over that one. Okay. Calm, normal shooting. That's a bullet hole. I mean, that's not bad. Get another clean spot. I mean, it's not as crisp and toasty as I would like. I still think, because I've got my reds pushed so far, I mean, it's not maxed out anymore. It was maxed way out over this way. And, I mean, I do feel like it needs some shims. I do need to stack the shims and move everything over. I think, or the other way. Either way. But it's not bad. And it's not like I'm shooting broadheads out of it, but I want it perfect. That's a perfect bullet hole. You know, I need to double check these vanes and make sure that I'm not getting, because I get a perfect bullet hole with a bare shaft. I need to make sure that I'm not getting any kind of interference on my roller guard here, because these are, I think, like the shield cuts or whatever. My brother, I'm buying these Airs from him, and they are a little bit taller vane, but it shouldn't have any kind of interference. Shouldn't. I gotta fix a little bit of peak rotation, but that can come in time. Shit, that's good. That's actually really good. So I'm gonna say that the shot on this thing is amazing, and I have no complaints. I've just got to get the fine tuning done. So to get this thing back in time, it was a little tricky. So on a prime, you have to line up these dots all together, and each cable, each cable took 2 twists and the string took 2, and I got everything. The string took 1, and everything now is perfect. So it started out at like 29.25 inch axle, so I got it down to 29 exactly. And it seems to be great. That actually helped a lot switching that limb. More than I thought it would. It's the craziest thing. I don't know if the bottom limbs are power limbs too, because I would, or not power limbs, but I don't know if they're, I gotta ask Jeremy if it's possible to switch the bottoms too, and I would probably do that, just switch them around. But I don't know, we might go outside here in a minute and do a little bit of shooting. It's so hot in here, you can see I'm pouring sweat. But yeah, guys, this is what I was after. I was just wanted another target bow. I mean, that's all it boiled down to. This is a 7-inch brace height. You know, it's real forgiving. The thing, you know, like the Inline 5 is an amazing bow, and what I want to do with it is put like a Spot Hog Fast Steady on it, shoulder stabilizer bars. I mean, I could take that thing to tack or something, you know. I mean, it, like I already did, but I had the full dress out set up, you know, the long bars, and it was a little bit cumbersome. But we done a little bit of measuring yesterday, and to our calculations, inline cams would fit on this bow. So me and Jeremy kind of talked about it, and we thought about switching this bow over to an inline setup. So it'd be a 29-inch target bow with an inline cams, because the deflection was the same. Everything was basically the same. All the measurements added up. So, you know, we might wind up doing something like that, but got to come up with $250 for new cams. So if you guys wanted to see something like that, we might start a fundraiser or something, because that would be kind of cool to take this bow, switch it to an inline one. Of course, I'd have to buy a string from Jeremy too. I would buy that. He might do that free. I don't know. But we'd have to buy some cams. I don't know, guys. Let me know if that's something you want to see. So far, I'm happy with the bow. I mean, I'm great with it. I've just got to figure out what this bow wants and how to shoot it like my inlines. I mean, I can take any inline off the street right now, and I can set them up and bullet hole them in 2 shots. I mean, you guys have seen the videos. These here trick me up a little bit, and I don't know why that is. I don't know why. I don't. But probably go out there. Might do some shooting here after a while. It might be another video. But yeah, guys, this is the new bow. So, yeah. Y'all make sure to like and subscribe. Want to try to get this channel back up to where it was. It's not nearly like it used to be. So, let's go.